We have an unusual honor tonight, one that is unfortunately rarer than we'd like. We'd like it if this could happen every week, and that is that somebody finished their competent communicator ranking, completed their 10th speech on inspiration, inspiring their audience, and showed through their practices how to put a speech together. Those of you who haven't stood up here to give your icebreaker yet, it may seem a little tough, and it is, but by 10 speeches, you've got it down, and Mark's looking through it. Mark, your speech today was on inspiration. Your goal was to be inspiring. That was the topic. I felt inspired. I never thought about fear quite that way, but through Mark's acronym and turning it into a different acronym, he did something really neat. He took something that was impersonal and abstract and scary and made it concrete to us. He made it personal, and he made it something that's outside of us. And since it's outside of us, we have a little bit more power and control over it. This is a really neat thing to do because it really does give people control over things in their life, and it gives them the possibility of doing something they weren't able to do previously. To me, this is a key part of inspiration. It's all well and good to tell something to people, but if you can't engage their brain in new ways to do things, they'll be a little bit stuck. And as far as inspiring you to do something, engaging the emotional side, I think he did that as well. He talked about how fear is what holds us back. Fear silently whispers to us. In that, I really liked, as I said, the way you took fear and put it outside of us. But one thing I gently suggest is when you speak in a different voice, call it out that it's a different voice. Sometimes I heard fear whispers, blah, 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 and it wasn't clear to me that, oh, fear is whispering a phrase. And making sure that you speak in a different voice gives people the idea that you are changing your perspective and trying something different. One other thing in minor, and it may have to do with the notes and preparation that you've spoken to, or lack thereof that you've spoken of, I've noticed for you what I believe is one pattern of nervousness, and I'm not sure if this is accurate or not, but in a neutral position, as we usually are supposed to be standing when we're not saying anything, we should be standing like this. You tend to stand a little bit with your hands clenched. The other thing is your accent comes up at the beginning of the speech and you clip off the ends of your words more. But by the end of the speech, as I can tell, you're slowing, you're getting calmer, you're getting into your groove, because I do the same thing. Not with your accent though. Your speech, your words, you finish all your words, but your accent gets sharper. It's sharper at the beginning. Take a look and see if that has any. As to other things that were really neat to see in something like this, there's a little bit of tension when you're talking about fear, trying to inspire something, to inspire people to do something. But one thing you did that I really liked is the way you used humor a couple times, just to break that tension a little bit and give people a chance to laugh and to get engaged. Mr. Jan.